Welcome to our daily Forex market analysis, and this is for trading on May the 21st, 2021. Just a quick disclaimer here before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. As usual, we'll start off by taking a look at our calendar here. So in terms of data coming up, we have a ton of data on Friday here, starting off with retail sales numbers here from UK. So pound has done well recently with the monetary policy. Monetary policy or interest rates being tightened. So with the retail sales numbers, if we get positive retail sales numbers higher than what's forecasted, then we're likely to see the pound go up. And then PMI numbers out of the Eurozone. PMI numbers are very, very important because they're precursors to retail sales. So if the purchasing managers are buying more stuff, that means they expect retail sales to be high, to people to be buying that stuff. Otherwise, they wouldn't go for this. So with the PMI numbers, if they come in higher than expected, we are likely to see a move higher in the euro here. And then same for our PMI numbers for UK as well. If we see PMI numbers come in higher than expected, we're likely to see the pound go up as well. Now there are Eurogroup meetings on Friday. With this ones, all we have to do is watch out for any kind of comments. If anybody comments on tightening monetary policy, raising interest rates, or even they say they will do that next year, that would push the currencies higher. So we'll keep that in mind. We have ECB President Lagarde speaking. And then retail sales numbers for Canada here. So they're quite a bit, the expectations are a bit lower than previous numbers here because Canada has been in lockdown for pretty much across Canada. We have been in lockdown, so numbers are supposed to be dropping because or a lot of stuff is closed at the moment. But if we see a drop below this, that would be negative for Canadian dollar. And then we have flash manufacturing PMI numbers here for just for US as well. So we'll keep an eye on that. So let's move on to our charts. We'll start with euro dollar here. So euro turned around here, price came into support and just couldn't get through that. And we have a bullish candle close. So right now price seems to be trading in the range. So the last 3 days here, price has been stuck in this range. So we do have a bullish candle close. So looking for a move higher here, a continuation. But once price gets into 1.2250, which is the top of the range, we could see price turn around because this is where it struggled previously as well. So this is an important support resistance level at this point. So bias is bullish with caution though, because we could see a turnaround. So keep an eye on that. If the PMI numbers, let's say, come in really strong, this could push through and we would be looking for next level at 1.2280. But again, tomorrow is Friday. Fridays tend to be reversal days. But this week has been choppy, so there's really no real trend to reverse here, which means it can go in either direction. But like I said, positive PMI numbers will push this higher. So bullish bias 1.2250 is the first target, but be careful here. And next target is 1.2280. Pound dollar here, pound also turned around here. We saw price go higher. And now we have a bullish candle close. So at this point, looking for a retest of the high from the other day here. So bullish bias again with caution though, because it could just turn around and be range bound here. So over the last 4 days here, price has been stuck in this range. So bullish bias with caution. First target is 1.4220. And if it holds below, I would just look for a price to come back down. But should it go through, it could go all the way into 1.4275 level. So bullish bias with caution. Aussie US dollar here. This one has also been going back and forth, still stuck in this range. Price was into support, and as we can see, we saw that a reversal. So now looking for price to go and test the top of the range here, and then potentially we may see price pull back into the range. So 0.7820 is the target here. So bullish bias here for Aussie dollar as well. New Zealand dollar here, this one is also stuck in a range at this point. It's not really making much of progress. We have a bit of a bullish candle close, not particularly strong. We are right in the middle of the range here. So neutral bias here for New Zealand dollar. And at this point, I'm expecting it to trade within this range. Open to direction here because there's no real direction for New Zealand dollar, hasn't been any real direction for some time now. So neutral bias here for New Zealand dollar. Dollar CAD here, this one also turned around here. We have a nice bearish candle close. Now keep in mind, we do have retail sales numbers for Canada tomorrow, which can make a difference in this one. But right now, this does look bearish. And we may see a continuation of this previous trend. So we need to see a break below this level before continuation. So bias is bearish. Next target is a 1.1960. So bearish bias for dollar CAD. All right, let's take a look at the commodities here. Commodities, so silver here. Silver looking neutral. Price opened and closed at exactly the same. Price opened and closed at exactly the same level here. So bias here is neutral right now. If it holds below 27.85, we are looking for a drop towards 27.35. So neutral to bearish bias here for silver. And then gold here. Gold is sideways as well. No clear direction here. And today we did see a bit of a move higher, but doesn't look overly bullish. It's still in terms of the trend, it's still higher, but in the immediate, in terms of immediate movement, this is neutral right now. So just expecting the move between 1890 and 1850 here, just in this range. So bias is neutral for gold. Oil here, oil is bearish here. We were looking for a drop. We did get that yesterday. So in this case, still looking bearish. And next target here is 60.40. So bearish bias for oil. Copper here, copper is looking bearish as well. And so basically, this is what we're looking at. 4.45 is the first target. 4.39 is the second target here for copper as well. Bitcoin here, Bitcoin has been interesting. So a lot of stuff going on in regards to Bitcoin. We have, so first of all, Tesla, Elon Musk started the move with him, with Tesla selling the stuff and then them not accepting Bitcoin anymore. And now we have other events going on, basically big, what do you call it, a big SEC investigation into Tether. So Tether is a coin that is supposed to be linked to US dollar, and the problem are backed by US dollar, I should say, and they got audited by SEC and they had to pay a big fine. And now it appears there was a big scam in the background. So they pumped up the price and everybody benefited from that. And I'm assuming that's why Tesla got out of it and they said they're not accepting Bitcoin. So anyway, so the report was published, and as a result of that, we have seen the Bitcoin drop. So it was a bunch of things. So first Tesla, then we have China saying that they're going to crack down on it. And then we have this one here. So all in all, with the Tether kind of getting linked into Coinbase and the valuation of Coinbase. So it appears that a lot of people, the executive team at the Coinbase, they sold all their holdings, which doesn't look good. If they actually believe in their product, they actually completely sold their shares. So it looks like there's something going on in the background, and that makes it kind of concerning, I would say. So right now, bias still remains to the downside. As we can see, price is struggling. It did drop all the way into 30,000 and then came back up, but today's candle close is neutral here. So looks like we may see another drop here. So target basically is back to the downside here, 54,000, or I should say 55,000 is the first target, and then below that we are at 32,000. So bearish bias here for Bitcoin. All right, looking at the markets here, stock market bouncing off here. We are still trading in a range for S&P 500, and in this case, now we have a bullish candle, so looking for a move towards the top of the range. But be careful here, we may see a slide back into the range again. So right now, neutral bias here for S&P 500. First target is 41.85 and then potentially 42.20, but we may just see this become range bound here. Nasdaq here, this one saw a big move to the upside here, and the next target here is 13,600 and then potentially all the way into 13,700. So bullish bias here for Nasdaq. This one is looking like it wants to go higher. And then Dow Jones here, this one also range bound here. So looking, we saw a bounce off of the support. So looking for a move towards 34,500, which is the top of the range, but this is range bound. So bias here is neutral, and I'm just expecting a range bound move here for Dow Jones. DAX here, DAX is also the same, basically going back and forth into the range here. So now looking for a move towards the top of the range, 15,500 is the target here. And then FTSE here, FTSE also bouncing off of the support level. And now we are looking for a move back into the range here. So first target is 70.60. And then we have Nikkei here. Nikkei also looking neutral. So bias is neutral here. Price has been going back and forth. And at this point, not really, we don't really have a directional move. So I'm looking for price to stay within the range for now. So neutral bias for Nikkei as well. All right, so that's it for today. You guys have a wonderful trading day and a weekend, and I'll be back again on Sunday with the weekly analysis. Bye for now.